Hey, Mike Brookfields here. Welcome to another guided practice session. Last week we did a bit of Clapton when he reunited with his old boss, John Mayall, Hoochie Coochie Man. We're going to continue that theme this week with the classic, probably, the ultimate, or is it like Clapton, John Mayall collaboration tune, the Otis Rush's All Your Love. Because it's the first track on the Beano album, it's so easy to fall in love with this tune and the sound, and it's just exciting, isn't it? So Clapton plays great on it as well. He opens his solo with the theme, the classic Otis Rush theme, and then he plays an immaculate, 12-bar blues. It's not that long. Just go to Patreon, become a free member there, and download the tab, stick it in front of you, learn it. You do it in your lunch break, and then be practicing it and try and get it to another level. And really try and get it into your playing. But it's what's nice about it. It's short. It's not super killer. It's just one chorus, and I really highly recommend you getting into it. So I've done lessons on this before. I've done the 24 nights. I've done the whole Beano album. If you're new to this channel and you don't really know much about me, please go to Patreon. Consider supporting the channel. But I did the whole Beano album, note for note, at one point, and that's all there for the learning if you want it. But things are very slow these days on YouTube when it comes to kind of subscribers and Patreon and things like that. So people like me really appreciate it if you show some support, because I think things have slowed down so much. I can see a lot of channels just disappearing in the next few years because it's just not going to be worth the while creating the content for what they get out of it. Now I'm just sharing my love for the music here, you know what I mean, and hoping that you're gonna dig it and everything. And but I'm always going to be playing this stuff. I love it so much. It's it's my chosen kind of sound and style. Even though I'm into contemporary classical music, and I do like a lot of other forms of music and jazz and stuff like this. This would be the Clapton style would be my thing. Anyway, let's get into it, will we? So if you don't know the riff, learning, a basic kind of riff to go with it. So what I'm doing there is, it's basically a minor blues until it turns into a dominant seventh blues in the solo, the second half of the solo. But, there's that kind of... Being able to do that, I'm doing it pretty slow, yeah. And then what Clapton does is sometimes he's playing a chord, sometimes he just plays solos because it fits really well. So just see if you're playing with other people or even just playing with yourself. See what I'm doing is I'm popping in the riff and then improvising. Now that's pretty advanced actually. That it's not something that you should take too lightly, but something definitely to be thinking about. Can you go and play some blues and then get back in on the riff without dropping the ball? Anyway, he plays the first chorus of the solo. He does the classic, that kind of theme, I have to be careful playing this because it could get blocked if I emphasize it too much. It's really the improvised solo that I'm focusing on, but he plays that, and you can see it on the tab. Actually, let's put the tab up there, will we? So we've got, you can see the 13, 14, 13, 14, 12. That gives you that little triad, you know. And then that little repeat sign just, you know, means do it again. And then, you know, and then you go down to the D minor, back up to the A minor. And then you do the kind of like the turnaround. So you've got E minor chromatically going down to D minor. So if you listen to what Clapton does on this turnaround here. So he goes, you know. So you'll see on the chart there's two slashes. John, I put them in brackets. So you got the E minor. I'll play that a little bit more rhythmically. So you got. And you can see the next little phrase there. So remember, this is the Clapton reunion, 2003, you know, in Liverpool, you know. So you've got this. So that's a really nice, you know, the way of ending the solo. But it's what Otis Rush did. Then when you get into the solo, let's check this bit out, will we? So this is at 80%. So now I missed out the 9 there. Lovely, yeah. So you can see the, you know, what I call the shed, but it's like the extension of the blues scale, the D form. So bend on the 10, bend down. Beautiful stuff. Hang on, I need to put the tab there, don't I? There you go. So this is the top of the page there. So you can see that's the whole first line there. I'll do it again. One more time. Let's check out the next one. So we've got this. So classic kind of like, I call this the woodpecker, don't I? If you're following my kind of series on Patreon, we talk about these blues shapes and we give them names. It just makes them easier to remember. It's like what I say, it's like if you're having a lesson with Lightning Hopkins, he's going to relate it to a rattlesnake or something, you know, instead of giving it some kind of number system. So anyway, here we go. So and then you see the way I'm overlapping my second finger there to give that shape. Let's go back a bit. Yeah, so that's just that phrase. One more time. Ah, go on, we'll do it one more. Okay, next phrase. Now, a lot of people wouldn't turn their heads at that, but there's magic in that for me. Hang The way it just twists and turns around with the basic pentatonic but sounds so good. And again that. That's for me, that's gold. That's what I'm here for. So from the lick before it. And again. I would definitely be taking that round the cycle of 5, playing it in all keys, lots of different places. Too much fun to be had there. I'm basically going from the last phrase on the second line into the phrase of the third line there. So okay, let's go to the next phrase. So, you know, he's like in what I call the train, and he's using the 6th there. Nice. Mixture of 8th notes and triplets. So... and then is the one more phrase at the end here. This is the last half of the last line. Yeah. You know, see if you can just squeeze these into your solos. Just put an A blues down. Like that. Or just one chord down. You know, and see if you can put these licks in, and if you listen back to it, you'll notice that you have a sense of like authenticity that you wouldn't get if you were just going, you know, bopping around the blues scale. That's what we're here for, is to get some of that magic. Should we play it? Let's play that kind of solo all the way through. This is at 80%. So this is from the turnaround. I didn't play, there was one phrase I didn't play as nice as I should. The first phrase on the third line. Oh yeah, so it's all triplets. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, really, really great phrase there. You know, great stuff. Let me play it all the way through. Let's just do it at full speed. Let's live dangerously, will we? Just for fun. So it comes from the turnaround. One more time just for fun. I'm going round again just because I love it so much. Yeah, great. I could do that all day just for fun, because you know that all of these rhythms and combinations of notes, so you're doing your blues phrasing a lot of good. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that. All your love. Never time wasted, is it? Playing along with Clapton and John Mayall, and especially on tunes like this, which are such great blues standards. Please show your support for the channel if you can. Like, subscribe, share, all of that kind of stuff. Head over to Patreon, where we do loads of stuff on Fridays and Sundays. There's lots of content going up. So keep it burning. I'll see you soon.